My name is Mark Jason, MD. So I'm an active physician in this area. I practice rheumatology, which is a subspecialty of internal medicine that studies the musculoskeletal diseases like arthritis, lupus, and various injuries to soft tissues. 2 years ago, on a sunny March morning, I was driving to work, to my office, about 8:15 in the morning, and we were stopped in heavy rush hour traffic. I looked behind me and noticed that the person behind me had stopped, and then 1 second later, there was a massive, loud, painful collision. Well, I had immediate pain in my back and leg and got out of my car and saw 3 cars piled into me, including a truck. Well, everybody was injured. 911 had been called, the ambulances showed up, and pretty much we went to the hospital. You know, I'm a doctor and I thought I could just take care of myself, but I knew I needed help and called an orthopedic surgeon, arranged for therapy, some medications, and tried to call the insurance company. And I actually tried that for 3 days, day and night, and got nobody to call me back. And one of the therapists said, "It looks like you need an attorney to help you." And at that point I was overwhelmed with pain, with patients, and dealing with the insurance companies. So I contacted John Burns. And within an hour he had already contacted the insurance company, made arrangements for my rental car, contacted the therapists, the physicians, and things were underway, relieving me of a lot of the burden that I was carrying. The car accident had severely damaged my lumbar disc in the lower level, causing excruciating sciatic leg pain down my leg. And I couldn't sit, I couldn't stand, I could hardly work. I was sleeping on the floor. I couldn't take pain pills because I was working as a doctor. And after 77 visits to physical therapy and being no better, I underwent the first operation to try to repair the disc. Unfortunately, I ended up having a total of 8 major back surgeries in 15 months. Well, Mr. Burns and I and his staff prepared a PowerPoint presentation. Over the almost 2 years of this case, Mr. Burns kept me getting receipts and monitoring things, and there were photographs taken of my injuries and how I was at work and how I had to lay on the exam table to see my own patients. And so everything has been well documented by Mr. Burns. And so we put together this PowerPoint presentation of what has happened to my life as a result of the accident as well as the 8 operations. And so there was a very well organized presentation to the judge and to the insurance companies about my injuries. After an all-day session with the judge and the insurance company executives, I felt that everybody was very generous and understanding and had showed a lot of empathy to what had happened to me. And the presentation itself, I believe, probably turned the course of the events. And at the end of the day, I got a $4 million settlement, tax-free, from the insurance company as a result of the incredible presentation by Mr. Burns. You know, nobody wants to deal with attorneys, and being a doctor, I certainly don't want to deal with attorneys. I don't want to see letters from attorneys or talk to attorneys, but Mr. Burns is now my friend. Over the past 2 years, we have worked closely together. There have been many phone calls, emails, text messages, meetings, and he is the most sympathetic person I know, and he worked very hard on my behalf, and I am so happy that I found him.